queen of flowering, and that too Paneer Rose, a supreme star. Now, after growing in India, in Dubai and USA, myself, my sister, here to share our experiences growing every type of roses. Of course, I prefer always Paneer Rose because both of our grew, the master, our grandma, who has grown Paneer roses. I have seen more than 30 plus parts in India, all with the help of, he used to, rice water, banana peels, and then wood ash. That's what she uses, that nothing more. No disease whatsoever we have seen in the roses, and that too the flowering used to be bigger and thicker and with amazing blooms. What you're seeing here, the planted rose in USA in my sister home, and you'll be seeing my roses here in Dubai as well. Remember one thing, roses can prone to disease only by keeping in too much of shade. So they are very resilient plants. If you occasionally forget, even they are happy to forgive you. So what way we can keep it this thing like better and best? That's what all about: planting, watering, fertilizing, pruning, and managing during winter time. These are the secrets to grow every type of roses. Okay, now we will see one by one from the planting. Planting, whether both bare root or potted rose need to be planted about 2 inch deeper with a hole large enough to accommodate the roots. Potted plants can be planted anytime, preferably to be planted in the springtime. Very important, soil must be well drained with a lot of organic matter. It means it loves a fertile soil. This is my roses in Dubai. You can see in desert sand, which I planted. But before that, I directly buried vegetable fruit waste in the soil, rotated soil, water the soil. Within 3 weeks, the soil is fertile enough to grow anything and everything. Now, the blooms, what you are seeing here, amazing blooms, such in a full sunlight in Dubai. The only reason I used to feed with banana peels and then the tea grounds. That's the 2 elements along with eggshells. The main 2 elements I consider: banana peels, burying directly, cut into pieces, burying nearby the rose plant. You can see all this is all in my office, nearby the surrounding area, as well as and sprinkling the used tea grounds. Use dried tea grounds. This is the 2 elements I have used a lot. I got such a bigger, thicker, and beautiful blooms. Right. Now the next step is watering. What I follow in watering, what you are seeing here, 40 plus flower collected in the evening and every single day almost. Watering, deep soaking is very, very important. Deep watering is a must for every plant almost, because it will helps a lot. The roots go deeper and wider, and even its resistance will be more fantastic. Because shallow watering, you will not be knowing what exactly is happening through. Maybe you need a frequent watering. So other factor, this is the residue, the residual moisture left on the leaves or something and all. If you water early in the morning, it burns off. That's the reason, the leaves, which is when you're watering late in the evening or something, it might, invite fungal infection or disease, due to the wet foliage. So this all can be avoided when you're watering early in the morning, deep watering. So that's very important factor you have to remember. You can use rice water. And as long as the full sunlight, as I said, rose plant need minimum 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. So as long as the full sunlight, rice water without mixing anything, you can directly pour base in the base of the plant. That's very, very important. So deep watering also helps a lot. You learned about how to water. Now next step is also, now we turn to planting and watering and mulching. Mulching your rose is very important because it helps to retain moisture and may also offer some winter protection. The thing what I used to do normally, I used to get freely neem leaves, lot of neem leaves. So I used to spread around and regenerate the topsoil a little bit and give the bit of aeration. So this one point is very important also, aeration time to time. How you can give that aeration when you're giving, just take any stick and nearby a little bit far away, you can make a holes so the roots gets enough oxygen. And during this time, I used to cut pieces of banana peels. I used to bury under the what do you call the rose plant. You can use crush the eggshells also. You can make a powder of it. Remember, coffee grounds, eggshells are excellent pest repellents too. And when growing, surrounding a best companion plant to have it will be garlic. When you grow that, rose hardly will find any sort of disease or fungal infection, right? And next part is pruning. In early spring, we need to prune roses heavily. Heavy pruning is very important in roses also. Like how I said about in jasmine, heavy pruning with a rice wash water feed, it gives fantastic in the units, even during extreme hot and humid condition in summer also. So when you do heavy pruning, the structure of the plant, will produce abundance of, it helps us to retain more energy. That will produce abundance of flowers. It's a rose, again, rose pruning also is a very straightforward process. You can see that, okay. Basically, you can finished flowers also need to, it's a tip pruning. You can cut below 2 nodes, below 2 leaves of the node, and then otherwise, you can say that near a bud eye where it was happening of a 45-degree angle cut. That's very, very important. A tiny brownish or reddish bump on the stem. You should not be confused with that. It's a thorn, that is. Always remember, the pruning is very, very essential, and 45-degree cut, it will definitely do world of good. And finished flowering also need to be cut off, so that is very important to have a healthier and continuous blooms. Now, when it comes to fertilizing, so as I said, you can have 100% natural way of fertilizing it. You don't need to go around any kind of, buying any store-bought. What we, as I said, myself and sister uses. First we take it one by one. Banana peels, cut into pieces. You can bury near the rose plant, or you can make a soak in rice wash water, and filter it and mix with the watering. Also, you can make that way. Remember, banana are excellent, the highest organic source of potassium. And when you have potassium, it helps a lot in moving nutrition and water between the cells. It strengthens the plant stem and fight off disease. So that's very important. So it's important to even creating flowering. You can see that such a bigger and thicker flowering because of the banana peels. You can see that such a thicker and bigger flowers. Okay, and of course coffee grounds adding a lot of nitrogen, and it helps a lot of greenish bushier leaves. So you have seen that banana peels as well as now that coffee grounds. It is very important to have this because even it's one of the best repellent. And of course the eggshells, see the eggshells, coffee grounds, and tea grounds. This is the tea grounds dried. It looks like like a fertilizer. So that these are the when you have the calcium eggshells are the best, one of the best, and potassium rich banana peels, that is also here. And you can these also can be powdered, can be spread near the base of the rose plant, or you can have it in a crushed, and you can bury it, you can put it top of the plant also. Slowly it will help a lot. So now you must be knowing growing roses is super easier. And other one important aspect, what you're showing here, cut off pieces of orange peels, soaked with rice wash water also can give a lot of flowering. And garlic is the best companion plant, very easy to plant, the bulbs, and as well as the best way to repel the pest too. So these are the simple elements. Remember, once again I'll be telling, banana peels, use tea grounds or coffee grounds, eggshells. That's enough to have the fantastic and amazing continuous bloom with the full sunlight with the deep watering. That's all. Okay, and you can give rice wash water. As long as full sunlight, you can make onion garlic powder also, one of the best nutrients freely available, and you can grow companion plants garlic as well as marigold. So these are the only secret to growing roses. Thank you. Enjoy. Happy gardening.